Khamzat Chimaev taking on Robert Whittaker. Khamzat is getting his opportunity to fight for the middleweight strap against the King of Africa, DDP. He always waits right here, and this man will shoot from here. There it is, there. Look how deep that shot was. He gets all the weight. He pushes the weight that way, and it forces you to put your hands on the mat, which you have to carry his weight. Then he's also kicking out this fucking leg. So he's blocked this, but he's also kicking that leg out too. He's big for the division. He's also longer than Robert Whittaker, so he's able to do that as well. Once he ensues in the wrestling and the grappling aspect, his last thing on his mind is striking. If he gets DDP here, DDP is going to have a very, very hard time surviving. What's going on, boys? Welcome back to the channel. We have another breakdown for you. Khamzat Chimaev taking on Robert Whittaker. Khamzat is getting his opportunity to fight for the middleweight strap against the King of Africa, DDP. Yeah, here we go. Okay, nice kick. But he always comes here. He always waits right here, and this man will shoot from here. He always comes out and he waits and he does a double leg every fucking time. No secret. What's going on, boys? This video is sponsored by Prize Picks. Now, Prize Picks is a daily fantasy sports game you play directly from your phone. It's very simple. Go to your app store, download Prize Picks, and make sure you guys use my promo code MIGHTY. They have a cool promotion going on right now. All you gotta do is play $5 in your lineup. Play 5, you get $50 instantly in lineups. Real money sports action made easy. Now, NFL is right around the corner, and they have NFL preseason going on right now. That's my favorite thing to play the game with on Prize Picks. Obviously, mixed martial arts, we have UFC 319 right around the corner. DDP taking on Khamzat Chimaev. So make sure you guys look at the board to make your picks there. But it's made super simple. It's very easy. All you got to do is make your picks in the lineup. It's either less or more. If you think this gentleman is going to throw more yards, then you're gonna go more. If you think he can't get over those yards, you're gonna go with less. Or same thing with mixed martial arts. Do you think Khamzat Chimaev is gonna land 5 takedowns? You don't think he's gonna land 5 takedowns, so you're gonna go with less. If you think he's gonna go more than 5 takedowns, you're gonna go with more. So boys, make your picks at the right place, which is Prize Picks. Shout out to Prize Picks for sponsoring this video. Now let us get back to the breakdown of Khamzat Chimaev. What? There it is, there. Look how deep that shot was. All right. This is back. Whittaker grabs the cage. Now, what makes him so damn good is that once he latches on here, I did a breakdown of him versus Armin Saruki in grappling. He gets all the weight. He pushes the weight that way, and it forces you to put your hands on the mat, which you have to carry his weight. And he puts his knee right here to block this knee from getting up. That's why he does this. He gets super high. It's a very standard wrestling ride, right? He's doing that. Knees, gets that hook in. 2-on-1, 2-on-1. Then he's also kicking out this fucking leg. So he's blocked this, but he's also kicking that leg out too. He's big for the division. He's also longer than Robert Whittaker, so he's able to do that as well, which puts Robert Whittaker on his butt, and he's carrying all of Khamzat's weight. And right now, Khamzat's resting. He's resting. Right? Carrying all that weight. Right, now he tears another weight. Now he's always forcing him to carry his own weight. There's that hook again. There's that hook again. Carrying all that weight. So all that weight is on this thigh being pushed down on Whittaker as he's trying to use his hands to get up. Wrestling again. Beating those legs up. All right, he's getting heavy on his hands, forcing Whittaker to put his hands on the mat. Drags him down, gets him off the cage. Let's look for the face. Now he's got his hooks. Gonna go body triangle. Not yet. Okay, great scramble. But look, right when he gets out of it, he shoots again, and then he takes his fucking lead arm. He takes this lead arm right here. Let me back it up real quick. Comes right out of the scramble, and look what he does. You guys got to realize, once he ensues in the wrestling and the grappling aspect, his last thing on his mind is striking. He's not worried about striking. He's worried about getting in a very dominant position and putting you in a position where you cannot come back. And the way you can tell is, look at this IQ. Both of his hands are stretching out to grab the post. The only post that Whittaker has that's helping him not carry Khamzat's weight is right there. Diving on it like $1 million stack, right? He's not worried about beating up Whittaker. He's worried about out-grappling him. Pulls that out. Takes away that post. Right? Now you can punch. Once again, he's back blocking that knee. Gets the hook in every single time. Right there. Whittaker's hands are always on the ground and always blocking. All these little punches are an annoyance. That's all it is. We got an arm right there. All right, grabs a choke. No, not yet. Little punches. All right. All right, carrying his weight again. Switches him. Grabs it. Boom. Gets out of it. Comes on top. Now he's mounts it. Now he's double hooks in. Okay, what is he doing? Look, he's attacking Robert Whittaker's post. Each time Whittaker tries to post a push up to get himself up, Khamzat is taking it away. Like, if he gets DDP here, DDP is going to have a very, very hard time surviving because he's so fixated on wrestling and out grappling people that he's always going to be taking your post, and you're always going to be carrying his weight, and he's always barreling down on his opponents. All right. There's that knee again right there. Now trying to separate the head from the shoulder. All right, there it is. Taps and gets him. But that's what makes him so good, is that he's fixated on one thing, and once he starts on that mission to get it, he's not going to stop till he gets it. Everything he's doing is technically sound, perfect, correct, forcing his opponent to make a bad mistake, trying to post, take the post away, get it up. And Robert Whittaker didn't get choked out because he wasn't on the neck. He neck cranked him and broke his fucking bottom jaw of the teeth. Yeah, he opened it up and showed him. But the biggest thing you take away from this is how when he is attacking in the grappling aspect, taking the post away, driving his weight on top of you, always transitioning, and not really being married to one position. What I mean by that, hopefully they'll show some of the exchanges here. They probably will. Okay, here it is, very slow motion. He comes out here. He shoots super far out. Boom. Gets it. Grabs Starts going to the back. Okay, he gets here. Starts punching. Gets the choke. The neck crank. Taps. Hasabula. Okay, but I want to show the transition of him going to the... Okay, let's go back to the transitions here. Okay, here's a... We call this... I like to call this home. Okay? The reason why I call it home is because he's just sitting on Robert Whittaker, and he's not in danger to lose a position. He's waiting for Whittaker to make a mistake. That way he can capitalize on Whittaker's mistake. He's sitting here. He's able to punch with this hand. He's able to punch with this hand. He's able to keep his weight there. He can rest here. His heart rate doesn't get jacked up. He's basically resting while Robert Whittaker is, you know, trying to survive for his life. So we'll call this home. Okay. He's home right now. Let's go to the next. Okay. He comes up. He gets heavier on Whittaker. Heavier. Waiting. Taking his post away. Okay. Still in the same position. Home. We're going to start to get up. Turns. Neck cranks him. Pulls him down because Whittaker was about to get up. Okay. He goes from the home position. Okay. Whittaker tries to do a Grammy roll. He's kind of getting high. So Whittaker rolls underneath. Sinks his hips down, pulls him this way, and pulls him. If Khamzat didn't have this position to be able to pull his head down to break his posture, more reverse posture, he would not be able to stay on top and go to mount. But he's able to, so he pushes him this way. Pushes him that way. Neck cranks him down because 9 out of 10 times, Whittaker should look at his hips. Whittaker should be able to turn because his head's higher than him, right? His head's higher. That's wrestling. Keep your head higher than your opponent. He should be able to turn his hips, but since he has a hold of his neck, when your neck's being pulled, your hips can't turn. You can't twist it that way. But whose neck's not being twerked or contorted is Khamzat's. So he's able to come on top. Comes on top. Look, he's back in. Still moving. Okay, look where he's back. He's back in home position, attacking that post. That's what he does, and that's where he gives everybody a very, very hard time when he fights him. Even if you go back and watch Kamaru Usman. Let's go watch this real quick. Where's that? I'm going to jump right into it. We're going to jump right into the wrestling. Okay, and they go. He's going to shoot. Shot. Boom, look what he does. Single leg, he's wrestling up. Hands are tight. Usman's a great wrestler. He's anti-wrestling. He's fighting him. Takes him down. Look, just it back. He's going to go to home. Watch. Yep, there's home. There's home. There's a home again. This is his home base. This is where he likes to rest. He likes to wait to see what his opponents do. And he likes to sit here and drain his opponents. Let's keep on watching. All right. Okay. Other side of the home. Look, sitting there waiting. But he's still back home, dragging away from the cage. Jumps to the other side. He's able to jump from this side to this side because the knees are the same on both sides. You can jump to the right, you can jump to the left. Kamaru Usman's doing a good job putting his body to the cage because that takes some of the weight off Kamaru Usman. It goes onto the cage. All right, there's home. Well, not home yet. Look, there he is again. On the other side. There's home. There's home. There it is right there. Boom. He's always focused on winning that exchange up here. Now, if he wanted to finish Kamaru Usman, he could have just backed up and just went bam, 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 bam. All right. And look, what was he doing again? Breaking that post down once again. Now, all that weight is on that right there and Kamaru Usman's knees. Always like, there's another hook. Look, taking out that post. That is the biggest thing, you guys. When we look at this fight of I just want to get a picture of him. Right there. When you look at Khamzat, you have to look at him when he jumps on you, you better be ready for the best. You better have the best wrestling, anti-wrestling and fighting skill ready to rock and roll, because once he locks on, he's going to be looking to go to that position, which I call it home. He's going to sit there and wait. And then he's going to, let's see what you're going to do. Once you start the post, he's going to take out that post. He takes out the post. He's going to jump to the other side, take out the other post, get his hooks in, and beat you up until you give him your neck or neck crank, and he's going to take it. That's what he's going to do. He doesn't want to do anything on the feet. If he could, he would wrestle all day, every day. So, boys, if you like this breakdown, please like, subscribe, and also hit the bell to know when we go live.